One 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star is raising eyebrows after her baby was noticeably absent from the show, sparking questions about the real pregnancy timeline. Pregnancies on 90-Day Fiancé often become major turning points in cast members' storylines. Notable pregnancy arcs include 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9 couple Loren and Alexei Bravarnik's growing family, Juliana Custodio's life changes, and Cara and Guillermo Royer's baby journey. While some couples thrive under the pressure, others crumble under the spotlight. Pregnancy can fast-track weddings, expose secrets, or bring couples closer. It remains a recurring and compelling theme in the 90-Day Fiancé franchise. Gino Palazzolo wanted to get Jasmine pregnant when he was going to Panama to meet her. While Jasmine had lied about her taking birth control and didn't seem too keen on wanting a baby, she didn't shy away from sparking pregnancy rumors on social media herself. Jasmine once led fans into a frenzy when she shared a video of her holding a baby, which turned out to be an alligator soft toy. In January 2025, Jasmine posted about the Gino-gator and joked about how her baby looked just like the father. The truth was that Jasmine was indeed pregnant when she filmed the video. She confirmed her pregnancy for the screen when she filmed the 90-Day, The Last Resort Season 2 tell-all in January 2025. Jasmine refused to reveal her due date because of her superstitions. However, Jasmine took to social media in February 2025 to reveal she was having a baby with Matt Branis. Jasmine's pregnancy announcement didn't share how far along she was or when the baby was due. By April 9, 2025, Jasmine announced she had welcomed her third baby. The pictures shared made fans suspicious since the baby didn't look like a newborn. Fans wondered if Jasmine had given birth to the baby a few months ago but was just revealing the news now. However, Jasmine later shared that her baby was born on March 21, 2025. In a TikTok video shared via Therrealitiveness, in April 2025, Jasmine responded to a fan who asked if she and Matt now lived together following her baby's arrival. Jasmine called the situation too complicated to explain due to how messy things were. She also clarified that she and Gino separated just 2 weeks after returning from the last resort, addressing criticism about their open marriage. Jasmine said that when she became pregnant, she and Gino had already been separated for nearly 5 months. She also shared that Gino was in a serious relationship with someone else at the time. Jasmine questioned why, during the tell-all, Gino acted like they were still together when the pregnancy happened. It appears that HEA Season 9 was filmed once Jasmine and Gino went back home after filming The Last Resort, and Gino kicked Jasmine out. The episodes that are airing right now and featuring Jasmine and Matt seem to have been filmed sometime around April/May 2024. Jasmine's baby was born in March 2025, which suggests she may have conceived around July 2024. Since the franchise has already announced Jasmine's pregnancy and fans are watching her baby's content on social media, it's not really a spoiler anymore for her storyline with Gino. Jasmine might find out she's pregnant in an upcoming episode of the season before the finale. This time around, Jasmine might show up with baby Matilda for the tell-all as she confronts Gino and his new girlfriend. Jasmine recently, via 90-Day Fiancé _Alexa, decided to address questions from fans who are confused about her pregnancy timeline and confirm that she wasn't pregnant while filming these episodes. Wait a minute, why are people asking me about where Matilda is during the filming of the 2 first episodes of HEA? Jasmine explained that these 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Episodes were filmed right after Gino and she returned from the Arizona resort, and almost 9 months before the tell-all was filmed. Jasmine seemed annoyed with people not following the timeline. She joked that at that point, Matilda was still in Matt's body, and that she was not pregnant at all. However, 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star Jasmine Pineda wants to prove that her estranged husband, Gino Palazzolo, is an alleged abuser in court. Jasmine and Gino will next be seen in 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9. They confirmed their split during The Last Resort Season 2 tell-all after they entered an open marriage. Jasmine decided to move in with her gym friend Matt Branis, who is also her baby daddy. She has faced criticism for allegedly cheating on Gino with Matt, but she claims that Gino is the one who deserves brickbats. Ahead of the 90-day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 premiere, Jasmine is making some shocking claims about Gino. Jasmine shared a story saying, "I have no desire to continue playing the bad guy and lying just because he has to be protected and have likability for his next single life season." She also alleged, "He's an abuser," and said she will prove it in court, not on social media. According to Jasmine, Gino was paid double what she received for filming the show. She accused him of keeping her share. Jasmine doesn't want to make herself look like a villain, so fans feel bad for Gino and watch The Single Life, while I have to ignore his abuse. Jasmine first announced she was taking Gino to court in April 2025. She accused him of bringing her to America to work for free and claimed he used her. According to Jasmine, Gino intended for her to become his moneymaker and insisted he was not the victim, she was. Although she didn't provide proof publicly, Jasmine said she would reveal everything in court. Interestingly, when she was still in Panama, Jasmine often said she didn't want to move to the US, yet she also dreamed of a beautiful married life with Gino. That dream quickly unraveled. Gino failed to give Jasmine the life she hoped for. He began managing her finances, resisted moving to Miami with her, and seemed to dislike her earning money independently through cameos. He also quit his job and reportedly mishandled the immigration paperwork for her sons, adding to her frustration. On top of that, Gino's lack of intimacy left Jasmine feeling unwanted and unloved. Over time, it became clear to her that there was no real future with Gino, only disappointment and unmet expectations. Jasmine and Gino are still legally married, and it appears he also supports her financially. They are also going to appear together in 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 as a couple, despite confirming their split and despite Jasmine having had a baby with someone else. Jasmine could be stirring up drama, so fans take an interest in her storyline, which was filmed a year ago. It's already been established that Jasmine is in a relationship with Matt and is living in Florida with him and their baby, while Gino has also moved on and is dating. A 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Star is claiming that his now ex did him dirty by tricking him into participating in an open marriage. Yes, Gino Palazzolo sounding off about Jasmine Pineda, painting her as a crass manipulator. Of course, Jasmine's denying the allegations. He also said he didn't want to formally end their divorce until his financial situation improved, as he was worried about the recession, as per the July 27 episode. There's no hard proof that Jasmine was duped. All Gino really said during a Happily Ever After episode, which aired on July 27, was that he was tricked into being a part of an open marriage. Yes, Gino feels duped, but that doesn't mean that the boundaries weren't clear. Before he made his latest remark, he let the world know he didn't believe Jasmine had been faithful to him. This is the real reason why he thinks he's been tricked. He believes he has proof that Jasmine cheated on him before she asked to change their relationship from closed to open. Gino says he has the receipts to prove it, but he's talking about phone records, and that isn't really conclusive proof of anything. Placing phone calls doesn't necessarily mean that someone is a cheater. People can chat without it being romantic. Nonetheless, he felt betrayed, and that was really the final nail in the coffin of their relationship. Gino wanted out, sparking their controversial divorce, which took place in December 2023. However, before he accused her of tricking him, Gino considered Jasmine a cheater. In fact, at a tell-all, his bro Rob Warren humiliated a pregnant Jasmine by saying that she was a man-hating woman who mistreated Gino. That caused quite a scandal, especially as she was in a vulnerable position, as she was expecting a baby. Jasmine may be the villain with Gino, but, as seen above, via her Instagram, she's enjoying life with her new partner most of the time. However, until more information surfaces, there's still a question mark as to the accuracy of Gino's wild claims. He is bitter, after all. Jasmine and Gino had such a dramatic relationship, filled with dizzying highs and lows. Jasmine's often painted as a villain for pursuing a romance with Matt Branis, aka Matt Branis. He is currently 37 years old. However, to be fair to her, a person needs to look at both sides. That means considering the fact that Jasmine repeatedly tried to get intimate with her now ex Gino, only to be rebuffed. She found that kind of rejection humiliating, so is it any surprise that she looked around for something better? Of course not. Jasmine's new life with Matt isn't perfect, but maybe it's progress. The two share a baby daughter named Matilda. Their child was born on March 25, 2025. While the two don't seem to be madly in love, they're working on their relationship, and Jasmine recently praised Matt for taking care of the baby while she earned money. With Gino and Jasmine, there was so much criticism. They fought and never really seemed to be totally in tune. Jasmine was perceived as a gold digger, while Gino was seen as a man too blinded by Jasmine's glamour to really understand who she was. However, his lack of passion for her was an issue that wasn't her fault. She was always trying to spice up their love life, and he didn't really seem to be interested. Their emotional link grew weaker over time, and that lack of connection surfaced in the bedroom too, pulling them further apart. The 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star Gino has issues, but maybe he should just move on. However, 90-Day Fiancé's Jasmine Pineda has received a lot of heat lately about her open marriage with Matt Branis from both fans and other stars, but I'm failing to miss the true issue here. Almost as soon as the 90-Day Fiancé franchise couple got married, their relationship fell apart, and Gino Palazzolo stopped being intimate with Jasmine. The lack of intimacy, as well as many other issues in their relationship, caused a rift between the two that landed them on the newest spin-off, 90 Day, The Last Resort. During The Last Resort, the couple was supposed to work on their intimacy and communication issues. Instead, Jasmine proposed an open marriage. In her mind, an open marriage would satisfy her sexual needs, thus improving her attitude enough to cohabitate and get along well with her husband. Unfortunately, the open marriage resulted in an unplanned baby and Jasmine and Gino's ultimate demise. While I understand the situation is not the norm for most, I think the hate is a little overboard, and the attacks from stars like Rob Warren were uncalled for. The first and most important point I have regarding their situation is that Jasmine and Gino are consenting adults, and they agreed to an open marriage. In general, I think this alone negates most negative arguments about their open marriage. They're both over 30 years old, so it's not like they're still young with developing brains. Jasmine didn't go behind anyone's back, to the best of our knowledge anyway. Plus, Gino had time to think about opening their marriage. In fact, they spent most of The Last Resort discussing a potential open relationship, and, in the end, they came up with terms and agreed to it. Gino established his boundaries, such as using protection and disclosing locations, and decided the open marriage was worth a shot. I understand that after some time and after Jasmine got pregnant, his feelings changed, but in my opinion, remorse isn't enough to essentially defame Jasmine's name. My next biggest issue is Gino's lack of accountability for his role in this situation. I understand Gino might have felt pressured, but he was stonewalling Jasmine. Gino refused to give Jasmine even an inch, he barely wanted to hug her. Yes, he did turn down the open marriage initially, but he also made zero efforts to fix the issues in their marriage. By the time they got married, I truly questioned if Gino loved his wife because, unless they had plans to have a child together, he didn't want any sort of intimacy with Jasmine. I understand Jasmine's reactions can be daunting, but I also think she practiced a lot of patience by waiting almost a whole year before asking for an open marriage to satisfy her needs. Even the counselor, Reba Thomas, mentioned that it didn't make sense for Gino to consider an open marriage while refusing to think about what he needed to be intimate with Jasmine again. Overall, I think he made no effort to reconnect with his wife, and I was appalled to see some of their interactions behind the scenes, but Gino keeps finding a way to excuse himself from this behavior. Overall, I think the hate Jasmine is receiving is unjust. I especially think the hate coming from a star like Rob, who was caught cheating on their partner, is laughable. In the last resort, Reba claimed that people who regularly cheat are often triggered by open relationships, and I wonder if that's the case for stars like Rob. In the end, it's Gino and Jasmine's relationship. They're adults, and they agreed to an open relationship. It's okay to have regrets or to learn from mistakes, so to speak, but I still don't understand the disregard for the 90 Day Fiancé star.